Are you ready to rumble? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Exponential Networking event. And we are live in 4 places right now: on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and YouTube. And this is the format of our event. This is how we make it exponential. This is how we make it fun. And this is how we make it really exciting. For some people, nerve-wracking, but trust me, once you get a hold of this, you don't want to let it go. Usually people come in here and say, "Oh, I've got nothing to say," and then I have to really take the microphone away. So the format of our event is every speaker gets 3 minutes to present their business. It could be a cause for good. It could be, a call for action. It could be, we even had situations where students or graduates were looking for work. So they presented themselves and they said, "I'm looking for work," and they found one. So live streaming has been watched. So I will going to invite you to do the following. Find on Facebook, find the page that is called Freedom Potential. You will find a page that looks like this. You all received emails from us. So we are live streaming from a Freedom Potential Center. We are a video production company. We are a live streaming company, and we're also a venue fully set up for hybrid events, for virtual events, for online and also live events. So you can find us on Freedom Potential Center on the Facebook. And you will start seeing, with a little bit of a delay, you will start seeing the live stream. Once you see it, please do share to your page, to your group, to your personal profile, to your mom and dad. Please share to as many people as possible. You can start spamming absolutely anyone. We're going to send them lots of love. And we are going to share about our business. The whole idea of this event is to go exponential, to be able to be seen, to be visible, to be known, because we have been locked down for far too long, so now we're going global. And if you would like to support our business, you can also do the check-in. You can check in and you say, "Oh my God, what an awesome place. Incredible. The cameras are gorgeous. Everything looks super shiny. Come and do the videos with us. Do the videos with Freedom Potential." We already have 4 people watching. Beautiful. Hello. And okay. Live stream on Facebook. We are live streaming on Instagram, and also if you're on LinkedIn, if you're a LinkedIn person, you can find Martin Renaud, who is my partner in crime and in this business, who is a co-founder of Freedom Potential and also multitasking genius behind those cameras. You can't see him, but he's frantically running between all the cameras and live streams and everything else. He is live streaming on his personal LinkedIn page, and you can find that. And you can also share saying, "What a octopus." He's been running here with lots of running legs and hands and arms swinging around and managing to run the whole setup by himself. Usually it takes 5 people. 5. So anyway, let me introduce myself. I've been talking for far too long and I haven't said even my name. My name is Anastasha and Renaud, and I'm co-founder of Freedom Potential. We provide easy and affordable video production and live streaming of events. And I'm going to give you just a couple of minutes of introduction into this space. This space was actually born and opened during the lockdown because Martin was basically doing the live stream. He was his whole business was connected to the events industry. And what happened? Everything has stopped. Even when people wanted to do recordings, they couldn't even rent a room. They couldn't even rent R&B. They couldn't go into the venues. Everything was shut down, and we started thinking, what are we going to do? I was running my own coaching and consulting business. So I needed a space as well where I can go and do it professionally, and I don't live stream from my kitchen table because that doesn't look professional. So this is how the idea was born, and we opened the center, and we have most amazing and magnificent people coming here every day. This is becoming a space for a true family, and we know lots of people today in the room, and we create such an amazing connections here. People that walk out of the room, they create really beautiful connections. And we do get watched on the live stream. You will be surprised how many responses we got. It's like, oh, I saw my friend that I haven't seen 10 years. I've seen it on your event, on your live stream. We used to, live over there. People found jobs, connections, new business opportunities, and also lots of business opportunities came out of here in networking in the room. So it's been an incredible journey. We love it so much. So thank you for being here. And we also have an incredible treat for you tonight, because guess what? We hear every single time when people walk in the room and say, I'm not prepared, I'm scared, I will do it next time. Yeah, I heard that one before. I will present next time. Next time I will definitely be ready. Sometimes they come with 3 pages of text. We say, it's 3 minutes. You would have to shorten it. Sometimes we hear things like, well, I know my 30-second elevator pitch, but what am I going to do for 3 minutes? And the fact is, you need to be able to engage people online. You need to be able to speak to the camera and to live people at the same time. The industry is changing. So much is happening online. Guess why I'm wearing pink? I like the color, right? But also it looks great on camera. And look at those colors. We are, part of us is still animal. We like moving things. We like bright things. We like sounding things. So how to sound right, how to look attractive, how to speak in a way that people on Zoom or online don't check out. Do not check out. We are going to have amazing 3-minute presentations from each of the participants tonight. Please support local businesses. Share the link. Let everyone see what amazing people are here. We sometimes have, cause for anti-suicides campaigns. We have incredible people coming through. And with great pleasure, I'm going to present to you tonight a speaker who's going to give you a very quick presentation, but very powerful, and to teach you how to present online. Kane is a very experienced live streaming event speaker. He actually specializes in video sales. Who doesn't need that, right? Everyone nowadays sells through online, and you need to be good at sales to sell yourself and to sell your product and to sell your purpose. And he's a virtual sales enablement, and you also need to know English. Enablement training expert.
I'm a little bit disabled tonight. So I wasn't going to mention it, but it's a kind of bit of an elephant in the room. So I dislocated my shoulder on Monday evening. So, but hopefully everyone can hear me here. I think I can hear that. And hopefully everyone can hear on the live stream. Good evening to you. It's wonderful to be here. And this is a great opportunity. This is an amazing event that Martin and Anastasia are putting on, because it's an opportunity. It really is an opportunity for businesses, local businesses, SME businesses. And the opportunity is the opportunity of what video and this format provides. It's an amazing opportunity. So my name is Nicholas King, and so I work predominantly for Oracle. And I have delivered live virtual training for the last 18 months. Used to deliver it very much in person, and over the last 18 months, day in, day out, deliver content virtually. Whether that's through kind of the standard Zoom meeting or more webinar format, as well as recorded video. And what that's taught me is a couple of things, which I think hopefully is relevant for everyone in the room and on the live stream. Is one of the key things that I kind of understand now about communication, any form of communication, is that effective communication ideally should inspire a level of change. There should be some action out of what is being said or what is being communicated. So what I'd love, what I hope for as a result of my 9 minutes, I better crack on, is that that you're inspired to use this amazing format that has kind of risen out of the effect of COVID. And that opportunity that is available to you as local business owners to use this amazing resource, and that is video, to communicate who you are, what you stand for, and your brand. So I hope that the little nuggets, because that's all we're going to have time for, that I can give to you, will inspire you then to go out and start the process of really understanding how video, virtual, can be leveraged for your business. So we're going to we kind of said there's going to be 5 tips. So let's start with number 1, and that is actually the opportunity. And so COVID has actually given birth to a whole heap of research around what's happened with video. You know, I loved video and the opportunity it provides as a format, as a content format before COVID. But then we're all forced suddenly to become almost video Zoom experts, were we not, suddenly? So out of that, a huge amount of research was born. What's happened to video? And I've got a link to a couple of reports that I can share. I think Martin's going to put a QR code up for the live stream. The research says that there was a particular report, 800 people were surveyed. And of those 800 people, around 86% would be influenced to buy a product or research a product based on seeing a video from the brand owner of that product. And also, interestingly enough, is that the weekly consumption of video has increased by about 2.5 hours since COVID has come in. So, in fact, hint number 1 is the opportunity that there is. Video has become really before COVID, there was commentary around, this is the year of video, this is the year of video, and now we are in the age of video. So, but also in the age of not only creating, but how people are consuming. And this is why this event is just such an amazing example that you can present now live, and it's now accessible to present the same content as a streaming content, which then can be repurposed later. It's phenomenal. So then we move on to principle or guideline number 2. And that is, how do we go about ultimately working with video? What are the practical things that we can do when we're using video? Now, that could either be, if you're doing a live stream, or you're doing more of that recorded format. And so some of the practicalities of this is that we need to remember when we're doing video, and this is just such a great example, is that it consists of lights, it consists of camera, and it consists of audio. So yes, the expectation is that we all build something like this in our homes. Of course not. But we all have access to light, we all have access to a camera, and we can get easy access to good audio. One of the key distractions I've found when doing video is people think of the camera, absolutely, sometimes think of the light, but they forget the audio piece. Someone can not look very clear, but if you can't hear them, it's a huge distraction to your message, okay? So one of the key guidelines I've got is one of the best light sources is free. And it comes through your window every day. And that's the sun. Sometimes unpredictable, but we've all been on the Zoom calls where someone is in silhouette. Have you seen that? or if someone is overexposed, they're too bright. But it's important because the lens of a camera acts much like the eye. It needs light from that object into the lens for it to see. So be mindful of where you are when it comes to light. You can purchase very cheap lights. But the way to position yourself is this. If there is a window, face it. And then what you can do is you can then use one of the most accessible cameras any one of us have got. And that is, what do you think? Mobile phone. And the interesting thing is that we don't need this type of equipment here. We've got a beautiful camera in our mobile phones. But one of the other things that we don't access very much is most of our phones have a pro mode camera, have a pro mode in it. And the pro mode allows you to tweak the way that you look, much like you're able to tweak how you look through a very advanced piece of equipment like we can see here. So light first, camera next, you're in front of both. And then we get to audio. And the interesting thing is with audio, you can get a $20 lapel microphone with, I think, a 3-meter long cable, which plugs into your mobile phone through the USB port. You've got much better audio then. Why is that important? Well, that brings us on to our next couple of hints, and that is this, is that one of the key things that I wanted to do from going in-person training to virtual delivery was how could I emulate what I was doing in the classroom online? What's one of the key things? And I found it challenging at the start. But one of the key things I realized is in virtual, I was doing a lot of this. But when I trained in person, I was doing that. And so one of the key tips I've got for you is this, is challenge yourself to stand when delivering virtually. So what that means is your setup is light, camera, yourself standing, especially if you're talking about your business, especially if you're introducing the business for the first time. But it also plays into the last point. And this is why it's important to be properly mic'd. Because there's a really interesting topic, and I got the business card so I can remember the name, Steve. And we're talking about some interesting research done. This is where I'll finish. I have no idea if I'm 9 minutes. I've got a sneaky feeling I'm over. But this is where we'll finish. There was a gentleman by the name of Professor Albert Morabian back in the 70s. Oh, good. And he did some research around, there's a couple of ways of describing it, but around how do people receive and understand what you are saying. And so he had 3 elements. He was able to conclude there's 3 elements to how a message is conveyed. Those 3 elements consist of words, tone of voice, and body language. So this is especially relevant for those of you standing up here for your 3 minutes. And each have a percentage weighting, adding up to 100%. And interestingly enough, when I asked the question, what do you think has the most important weighting? A lot of the time, the people I ask that question to say, well, words? Which is the least important as determined by and concluded by Professor Morabian. The most influential part of you conveying a message, and it becomes especially important virtually, is your tone of voice, how you use this musical instrument every one of us has. And the reason why you want to mic up properly is your voice, as we know, is as unique as your fingerprint and your iris. People want to hear your voice. Mic up. But the other key thing is that by going simply from here to here, allows you to begin to use that other really important element, and that's your body. Now, I'm a little bit restricted today. You can see my little Muppet hand here, trying to get it out. But you can use your body when you stand up. And of all of the things that I've learned, and of all of the most influential things to help you convey a message and really leverage and help inspire that change, arguably I'd say that simple act of learning to be comfortable going from there to there, virtually, was the biggest influence. So I hope that's helped. Thank you very much.
Thank you. One, two, one, one. Thank you so much. Nick, was it helpful? Yes, valuable information, right? Who's done bad lights, bad sound? I have, definitely, definitely. And it is so important now to be like we became so versatile. Seriously, the life is changing so much. For people who are not embracing technology, I have news to you. Technology is not going away. It's only becoming faster and faster. It's getting bigger and bigger, and it's moving at the speed of light. We have actually started pivoting our business and moving with the speed of light, because the way the video production has been done for many years is changing as well. For example, the news, if you invite a journalist to do a news bit about you, they used to come with a massive van equipped with lots of equipment. And nowadays, a journalist from Channel 9 or Channel 7 comes with this, a little microphone. So the way we're doing video is changing. We are, with my partner in crime and business and creativity, are changing the way we editing the video when we're capturing the live stream while it's being recorded, and this way we're bypassing the most difficult part of the video production is editing, where you need to download terabytes and terabytes of data and then edit it for hours and hours, watching and rewatching. We are completely changing that, and that's another venture of ours that we are embarking on this adventure. So embrace the technology, learn how to be with it, and we welcome everyone who is here today to to show up and show themselves. Our next speaker is a very experienced and very interesting presenter, educator from Designed Alliance, Steve Kane. I've heard you speak before, and when I met Steven, you were running a workshop for Gold Coast businessmen at Mayor's Lunch. It was really incredible. We did some really deep work and some deep thinking. So thank you so much for being here, and welcome.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. My name's Steve Kane, and I'm a founding partner of Designed Alliance. And it's a privilege to be here to share with you this evening. Our purpose is to help you to grow and to flourish by providing you with a framework for lasting success. We have a dedicated team of coaches and mentors, and we understand the challenges that this changing environment that we're all experiencing, we understand those challenges for you. And we're highly motivated and committed to equipping, supporting, empowering you to get things done. Lead others better, and also to develop skills to live an extraordinary personal and professional life. Our passion that we have in Designed Alliance is to bring you clarity, wisdom, and direction, to assist you on your journey of growth and fulfillment. And our approach is personal. We design a mutually beneficial relationship, a designed alliance with our clients, which will maximize and deliver their growth and development goals. Our products that we have will empower people and organizations to significantly increase their performance, their capabilities, in order to achieve the things that you really want to achieve. And this framework will become a valued resource to you in your efforts towards continuous improvement in the lifelong learning that we all desire in our lives. And we achieve this through the following things that we offer: coaching, both personal and professional, mentoring, developing an empowered mindset. The way that you think about things is so important. And a guy by the name of Wayne Dyer once said, the way that you look at things, if you change the way that you look at things, the things that you see change. We also do leadership training and team development, both in person and also online. We have the Growth Hub, which is our online training portal. We also have podcasts that you can listen to. One's called Leader Flow, which is about leadership, and the other one's called Transformation Station, which is about mindset. And you can go and check those out anytime. We'd love you to have a look at those. You know, change is inevitable, but growth, well, that's optional. And you can choose to grow. So choose growth today by partnering with Designed Alliance for clarity, for wisdom and direction. We'd love to be there with you and to help you achieve the things that you want to get done. Thank you.
That's the professional, right on the dot. The last 2 words came right on the timer. That's how you do it. Incredible. And did I lose one person? I did. We lost one person. It's okay. He checked in. Matt has checked in, and yeah, I think we do get people have cold feet as well, and that's all right. And we'll be giving more opportunity for people who want to learn how to speak, to learn from Nicholas and other, great teachers. We will share definitely your link, and also what you can do, what I invite you to do on the live stream, just share your company, share your business, share your URL to your website, and we will be promoting this live stream later on as well, so more people will engage with it. We already have 70 people reached, so usually it gets hundreds of views, and the more you share, the more you comment, the more you just put your hand up, so like, I'm here, the more people will see you. Wonderful. Well, Matt from Crown Sales, we hope you will come back to us again. We don't bite, and we would love to see you back at Freedom Potential. Our next speaker is Regina Fralova from METC Institute, which is a medical institute, but I don't know the full name of the institute, so I'm going to give you a chance to present it.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the honor of being actually the first to speak from everyone. Okay, thank you very much, Nicholas. I really enjoyed your speech, and I got quite a few interesting tips which I would like to implement in the future. And I had a question actually for you: how to be confident with a microphone? That's probably what I would love to hear next time, because hearing your own voice in a big room, I have to get used to my voice. Yes. Okay, so my name is Regina Fralova, and I'm representing Medical Education and Training Courses Institute. I'm working in Medical Superclinic, which is located in Benova, and we also provide education for those who are willing to become a doctor, or for those who are living overseas and are thinking to come to Australia and build their career as a doctor here. So the purpose is to unite and to bring all medical professionals together. And what I'm particularly doing, I'm doing marketing, education, and training. So at this stage, I found this event is very helpful because I can learn something how to be better on the camera and how to engage students, and as well to engage partners. So we are looking for practices for medical institutions who can get job for doctors. So for those who are willing to work, we just need a practice where they can practice work and get experience before they get necessary licensing in Australia. As well, for the medical superclinic Benova, we are also looking for new patients. So if anyone needs a new GP or some consultations, please come visit us. We're located on 192 Ashmore Road in Benova. It's a beautiful location with mountain and with some beach views. Thank you very much for your time. I think I did it faster than 3 minutes. I speak very fast. It's one of my Ukrainian habits. I try to speak fast because our language is very quick. So I had a nice chat with Anastasha. So thank you very much. I hope we can join this event again and be more and to learn more actually from that. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Yes, we always welcome people to come back and to bring more of your friends and spread the word and share the message, share the love. And our next speaker is not just going to share the message about love, but also about money and wealth and property. Mr. Brian Paul, please welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Please forgive my glasses. I can read here, so I can't see you, but I know you can see me, hopefully. Is this coming through clear enough? Wonderful. So let's see how the 3 minutes goes. Thank you very much for the tips. I could use more of those, probably a little bit earlier, Nicholas, right? So, yes, I'm Brian of Bugwash Property here on the Gold Coast. Our two co-founders, Dave Bajara and Brian Washbourne, have 50 years combined experience in property and finance between them. And our senior property coach, David, whom I know quite well now, has put together his personal portfolio of 30 properties in his first 9 years of investing. So he's no mug, is what we would say. Now, there's no theory involved, only practical success principles, still practiced daily by the founders and hundreds of other investors just like me across Australia. We help ambitious, coachable people to build wealth. Here's another good part, minimise tax along the way. Who doesn't love that? And also to pay off personal non-tax deductible debt using cash flow positive investment properties. By the age of 67 in Australia, sadly, a staggering 96% of our population either depend on a government pension or family or friends to support them, or they have to continue working after retirement age. That sucks, ask my mother. Or sadly, they're no longer with us. Now that leaves the remaining 4%. Out of those 4%, only one is considered truly wealthy. The other three are financially secure. So ask yourself this question. Which category do you choose to be part of? Here's a little hint for you. By not making a conscious choice, you're actually automatically part of the needy majority. Well, that's not good. So Bugwash Property are very, very passionate about helping people in Australia to avoid life on the pension and instead create a passive rental income that will pay for each investor's individual financial lifestyle. We're a strategic property investment firm, and we subscribe to the right property in the right market in the right time mindset, rather than just simply buying a property and holding it forever through all the cyclical ups and downs. This wastes a lot of time and actually exposes investors' money to loss along the way. Bugwash Property mentor would-be investors long-term, and we proudly connect them with subject matter experts in the areas of conveyancing and tax, property management, accounting, lending, insurances. This helps landlords, that's people like me and you, from making costly mistakes and wasting valuable time while growing your nest egg. Whether you have cash or equity in existing property or superannuation you prefer to see max out, the Bugwash Property team facilitate a very specific investment in Australia's largest, most secure and trusted asset class, which is, in case you're wondering, residential property. Current Australian Bureau of Statistics numbers indicate an extra 1.6 million people are going to be calling Southeast Queensland home over the next 20 years. That means we need to build another 610 properties, new ones, every week for the next 20 years to try and keep up with that. Righto. So if you know what you're doing, now's a great time to be a landlord. All right. If you don't know what you're doing, then you could be potentially gambling that hard-earned money of yours. Find a mentor you can trust and stick with them. I would say an ideal referral partner for us, if in case anyone's interested in helping out, is a terrific property manager with a massive care factor for people. You can get in touch with me on mobile or at bugwashproperty.com.au. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you so much. We always love people who help us to build wealth, and especially cash positive property. Who doesn't like that? Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so wonderful to know that Bugwash Property is our neighbor here in Varsity Lakes. So we have a lot of local great businesses around here, and very lucky to have our community. So join our community. So our next speaker is Sheb. Kane? China? I have asked how to say Sheb's name. Think Hypnotic Solutions. So I'm going to let you, Sheb, to hypnotize our audience with your beautiful voice, your beautiful looks.
Thank you very much. It's wonderful to be here. And I just would like to invite you to consider for a moment what it would be like to be able to control your thoughts, your feelings, your heart rate, your blood pressure, simply by just focusing your focused attention on your breathing. This involuntary action that has the ability to not only help you control your thoughts, your feelings, but also your behavior. Yes. Hi everyone, Sheb here from Think Hypnotic Solutions, and I invite people to tap into that part of them, that part of the subconscious mind, to explore possibilities, to enable the opportunity to find out what it is that they really want and how they can start to create the change that they really want to change. Because the truth is, we can't change or control what goes on around us. Would you all agree? But we can control what goes on within us, with our thoughts, with our feelings, and thereby how we react and respond to certain situations. In other words, our behavior. And there are some behaviors out there that not a lot of people are proud of, that they wish to change. This is where 95% of our habitual behaviors reside, in the subconscious part of our mind. And my job is to invite people to explore that part of them, to enable them to unblock what it is that's causing them that blockage, whether it be physical blockages, whether it might be emotional, whatever that looks like. Simply by inviting through the beautiful essence of breath and just exploring that part of the person that really is possibly even seeking out for that guidance. And that might be the spirit seeking out for some expansion, whatever that might be. And I recently invite whoever gets the call to reach out, because I've recently put together a hypno massage signature program that combines massage therapy and hypnosis together. How amazing is that? And I look forward to hearing from you if you have any questions. And I invite you to seek that part of you that knows you really well, to start questioning and asking, what is it that I really want? And I wonder if that's even a question that you've asked yourself. What do I want? What do I really want? Is it the financial freedom? Is it the freedom of being able to do whatever it is that you want? I don't know what that looks like for you, but I'm inviting you to ask that and to take a moment to breathe and have that focused attention on that breathing, for you to begin to explore what it is that you really want, whether that might be for your professional life or your personal life. Thank you so much for your attention. I'm Sheb from Think Hypnotic Solutions.
Wonderful. Oh my goodness. She did it. Who doesn't want hypnotic massage? Seriously. I'm going to be thinking about it the whole night now. Just like, oh, how would that be? Hypnotic and massage, and hypnotic and massage. Thank you so much, Sheb. That was wonderful. I think it's a great proposition. And yes, if you work as hard as we do, you need to take that offer. Our next speaker is a very incredible gentleman. very successful, and he will tell about his agency. We met Steven just recently, and we would like to know Steve even closer. Steven Bounds from Core Delta. Please welcome.
Hi everyone. I'm probably a bit different to a lot of you here. I actually work for a consulting firm called Core Delta Consulting. We do professional services. We cover everything from finance to procurement, technology consulting, strategic advice, and digital design. We're primarily based in Canberra. We've been doing our work for about 16 years. We've done about 400 different gigs for just about every agency, all across the federal and state governments. And our mantra is always about helping people do things better. Unlike, say, many of the consulting firms, which primarily are about placing resources, so your Hays, where you might place someone and then we say, well, our job's done, we're going to walk away. We see our job as providing an ongoing engagement with the people that we place, so our consultants who are employees as well as our contractors. We build an ongoing relationship, so we want to make sure we understand that the people we place are a good fit for the organization, we're delivering the results that they want, and that everyone at the end of the day walks away having learned something and having achieved something that's of lasting significance to their company. So my own expertise is in information management, but we have everyone from disciplines across organizational change to business analysis to systems architecture, web design. We basically cover everything you can think of. And our job, as we say, is to basically help you find solutions to your problems. So in many respects, I'm not just here to say what we can do for you, but I'm actually here to find out what you might be able to do for us. We are always looking for people with unique expertise, with unique takes, with passion for things that they want to deliver. And if there is the right opportunity to bring you into contact with an organization that needs support for the kind of things that we help organizations do, then in fact we should have a chat. We should actually work things out. So I would like to both know what we can do for you, but also what you might be able to do for us. And that's part of the many parts of the reason why we're here today. So thank you very much for the opportunity to speak, and maybe I can have some chat to you after this event. So thank you very much.
Absolutely, thank you. We have been so lucky recently meeting a lot of mentors and a lot of great consultants, and Steven is one of them. So Core Delta, please share the name. Share the name. Share the love. Sharing is caring. And our next speaker is Pamela Millikan from Mastermind Next Level Coaching. Welcome, Pamela.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for... Oh, can you hear me in here? Thanks for allowing me to be here. I found out about this place about an hour before I came here, hence the casual look, so please excuse me, you're all beautifully dressed. As I say, I'm Pamela Millikan. I'm a mindset mastery coach, a personal development coach, and a published author. With my latest book, Making Broken Beautiful, it's half biography, and the other half is techniques, strategies, and methodologies I've used to move from a life of poverty and, thank you, life of poverty, abuse, and complete abandonment at the age of 15 and a half years old when I came home to a completely empty house. My father used to beat 7 bells out of us every single day, and my mother, she left one day while I was at school at 15, and my brother and I were left with him, and then I went away on holiday, my first ever holiday, so very excited, and I came back after 10 days to a completely empty house, and everything I owned was thrown out. And from then I lived in someone's attic, and my brother was bringing me stolen food and all of that. And that could have been a very sad story, and I could have made my whole life one of not feeling good enough. And I obviously did go through that cycle, or thinking there was something wrong with me because my mum had taken my sister, my dad had taken my brother, neither of them had wanted me. And so what was wrong with me? What was so bad about me? It took me 15 years to find my mother, and just as long to find my father. And now I started working. I knew I was a really good person, and so I wanted to understand human behavior. And so I'm 7 months off being 60 years old, and haven't grown much since I was about 10. So, but my knowledge has grown exponentially, and I have learnt everything. I've got more qualifications than hairs on my head, with one being a law degree and psychology and all the rest of it, because I needed to understand what was wrong with the people that were doing the damage. That was because there was something wrong with them, because I knew I was a good kid. I knew I practiced my manners and I helped others. And I knew that I wanted to help others. So after the year of writing this book, Making Broken Beautiful, it's also been adapted into a screenplay. And alongside adapting that into a screenplay and writing this book, I wrote another book, Life in Verse, and I've got a poem in the front of this book. As I love writing poetry, that was my way of getting past things. But the personal development program, I want people to read this book. I hope to inspire you that you can come from adversity, you can come from pain, and you can come from trauma, but you don't necessarily need to let that be your life. You can say, there's something wrong with all of you. Now, I forgive all those people that hurt me, not because what they did was okay, it wasn't, but because holding on to that pain and their wounded behavior is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. It's not going to happen. So my book and my film and my development program, which is a 6-week program, and you can get that by just looking at PamelaMillikan.com or Facebooking me. My website's under construction, so I got hacked, but that was just another story. And I think I've got to wrap up now because the beautiful one in pink is coming, going, get off. But get in touch with me. Take the program. It's a 6-week program where I walk you step by step through your own journey. Stop suffering. Stop believing other people's nonsense. I wanted to say bullshit then, but I wasn't sure that'd be allowed. And other people's stuff. Stop believing it because it's nonsense. And just because someone can't tell you or show you love doesn't mean you don't deserve it. It just means they can't show it. And that says more about them than you. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my God, I love this message. So incredible. Thank you. I told you, right, that we're going to meet some incredible people, right? I told you, I promised we're going to get inspired. We did. Thank you, Pamela. So wonderful to have those reality checks in life. You know, my reality always shows me, as soon as I start whinging and complaining, something gets shown to me. It's like, yeah, reality check. Be grateful, be blessed, feel blessed, open your heart, and have faith. Thank you, Pamela, for what you do and for your story. Our next speaker is a media queen. Is at the back there, very loudly showing how to use social media. She's been around doing all these incredible photos of this event, so you will see them on our page on Freedom Potential. We get some gorgeous photos, especially thanks to this beautiful lady, Altuni. Please welcome to the stage.
Thank you so much, Anastasha and Martin. Amazing what you've done with this centre. Absolutely love it. It's come such a long way since the launch last October. Can't believe coming up to a year soon. So I'm Altuni, known as the Media Queen. If you're wondering where the name comes from, I have Greek, Turkish and Ukrainian blood. A few neighbours here in the audience. And all 3 countries were at war with each other at one point. So I call myself the love child. You know, my parents had make-up sex and there we are. And I have worked in the media actually for over 20 years in TV, radio and print. My first experience with the media was at 10 years of age. I was actually a top junior table tennis player in Sydney and was interviewed by the Manly Daily, and then at age 11 I was on Cartoon Connection. The whole time being bullied at school for my ethnic heritage and for just being different. And so I never really felt I belonged. I saw a lot of anger and, hurt people. And I didn't know that at the time. However, I was bullied a lot as a kid. I never felt I belonged. I internalized my anger for a long time. And I found a great release through the media to be able to share stories about things that angered me in the world or things that upset me. I felt through leveraging through the power of speaking up with my voice, speaking up through the power of the media, I could make a difference in areas that mattered to me. I used to write stories about anti-duck shooting. I couldn't believe people were shooting ducks for fun, or battery farming of chickens, or the environment, or female circumcision, all these things that happened that I heard about through documentaries back in the day. There was no Facebook back then. And I found a great outlet. And nowadays, through my media business on the Gold Coast and having done a lot of personal development work and having worked through my anger issues and depression and after, being kicked out of home at 15 and going from ducks at my primary school to failing everything in year 11 in a crazy environment, I came out of all that, came out the other end, and I'm so grateful for my life now. I'm so grateful for what I have and the people in my life. And I'm really passionate now about inspiring truth and good news in the media. I've started a Global Good News Day on the 8th of the 8th, 18. Started a Global Good News Challenge last year during COVID to help share more gratitude and good news. We have monthly challenges now that everyone can get involved in, and people do from the other side of the world and love it. And getting into gratitude and love are raising the vibration of yourself, of the people around you, and of the planet. And I do believe if we want to change the world, we can change it, and it starts with us. Right? Every time we look at big issues out there and go, oh, it's too big for me, what can I do as little old me? Well, that's very disempowering, right? So let's get over that and let's realize that we are amazing human beings. We are miracles by birth. You're 1 in a billion just by being born. You beat about 1 billion swimmers to get to the finish line, right? You are extraordinary. You're here for a reason. And with the power of the media, you can make a massive difference. And so if you want to find out more about that, I do free webinars on how to gain $1 million worth of free publicity. I also have a 4-hour masterclass called Free Publicity Secrets. I do mass media tribe events every month as well, ongoing events. Just follow me in Eventbrite if you want to find out more, or just Google Media Queen Aldwin. If you can't remember the whole name, just Media Queen Aldwin, you'll find me. And I'd love to connect with you. And here is to, as Gandhi says, be the difference. Be the change you want to make in the world. And as I say, shine bright and light up all those around you. Thank you.
Shine bright like a diamond. And Aldwin always shines. Beautiful, beautiful, talented lady. Thank you so much for everything you do. Aldwin recently wrote a really amazing press release for us. She's very, very, very talented. So find Media Queen. Oh, that's me. No. Okay, our next speaker is Daryl Stewart from Community Citizen. Daryl has a very interesting story and lots of experience in his life, and I'm sure he's going to share something because you had so much time to come up with what you're going to say.
Daryl Aston, actually.
Oh, sorry, what did I say?
My middle name's Stuart. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's all right.
Daryl
You're
Stewart
forgiven.
Aston. Yeah.
Hello all, thank you very much for your time. My name is Daryl Aston. I wonder if you ever thought if you were or could be a social entrepreneur, a change maker, a thought leader. There's a lot of them now growing, and especially the younger kids. They're finding problems and building solutions around these problems. Not going out cap in hand as a charity, but they're actually building residual income businesses, for-profit businesses, to solve these problems. And as we know, there's a lot of problems out there. So this is something I've aspired to become for 20 years. But like all of us, life stories and life events, family situations, they get in the way. But I'm now, I have been semi-retired, but I'm sticking my head up again. It's time to do something. And I've found that there's a lot of people out there that have addressed these situations, as I said, especially the young kids. So I've spent probably nearly 20 years now working on a platform. But back when I thought about it, I was probably a heretic. I would have been laughed at. I would have been peculiar. But now the marketplace is so huge that it's time to make that move. And also found that the opportunity to make that change is now happening. And also found that the technology, the legal structure, the accounting structure, the will is out there now. It wasn't there 20 years ago. So, funnily enough, in my self-doubt, I went to a couple of weekend startups about 2 years ago, and even though my idea didn't get supported enough, I jumped onto some other teams. 2 different ideas, 2 different teams, but I gave them a bit of input and became second twice. So funnily enough, about 2 weeks ago, I happened to go to another one. The other ones were in Brisbane. This one was on the Gold Coast. And once again, my idea didn't make the day. So I jumped into another young lady that had a similar idea about a social conscious platform or website. Funny enough, she said, no, I think you're a conflict of interest. So I jumped on the Freedom Potential team, and we worked together, and it was a great team effort, and we won. So hence I'm here today because Martin rang me today and said, come along. And I thought I was going to be in amongst the crowd, but he said, no, you're going to speak. So here I am. Keep in mind that I've been on a 4-week water fast and I've decided to come off it today. So I've had 3 red wines. So what I say is from the heart. And I appreciate your time, and hopefully you'll see me sticking my head up and making a difference.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're all going to have lots of wine, right? And Dara is an amazing team member, incredible, so much experience and so much help. For people who don't know what Startup Weekend is, you come on Friday night with an idea, and by Sunday night, you need to present in front of the panel of the judges a fully proven business, pretty much. With the idea, with the business plan, with the proof of the market fit, you gotta go during 2 days and interview potential clients, and it's a weekend, so it makes it double hard. People don't really like picking up phones on the weekends, and you have to pitch. You gotta present the whole lot. And yes, there was incredible support to our team, and we have won. Wonderful. And our last presenter, I would like to invite someone very, very special, or more special to me than to anyone else. My partner in business and in life, Martin Renaud from Freedom Potential, co-founder of Freedom Potential and co-founder of Edit on the Spot, our new tech startup that we are developing, that he is behind the technical solution. And Martin has been in video production and live streaming and film industry for over 15 years. Single-handedly live streamed more than 150 events, and have built multiple video studios as well. So that's part of the business. Please welcome. I hope I gave you a good presentation.
So good. Thank you so much. Thank you, my love. Hands of applause for Anastasha Renaud. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. My name is Martin Renaud. I am the CEO of Freedom Potential and the CTO of Edit on the Spot. We are a video production company. We are specialized in live streaming, hybrid events, virtual events, and this is our studio here at the Freedom Potential Center. So it's a pleasure to show you our experimentations and our where we create the magic. So in our studio, we are set up for welcoming 20 up to 30 participants live, and multiple hundreds on the virtual online platforms. So for any business that is looking at creating some training content, that is running events so they can have direct contact with their customers, with your clients and leads. This is an ideal setup for this. We also repurpose the videos that are created here in training packages, in social media packages, social media clips of all types. And right now in Queensland, if you are watching tonight, you might be aware that the Queensland government has launched a series of grants for small and medium businesses. So if you're a small business with under 300 grand turnover, you're eligible for $5,000 grant that will give you digital solutions, digital assets or consulting services, and we are eligible to provide those services. So we do have a video marketing funnel package for $5,000 where we strategize with you, where we film together for half a day, and we create a number of video assets that leads to lead generation funnel, and that you can activate to bring new leads and new clients into your business. So if your business is under 300 grand and you're interested in this in $300,000 in turnover annually, and you're interested in this grant, contact us at info@freedompotential.com.au, or found us on the social media that you're watching at the moment, and DM us. And we'll be able to provide a quote. This application has to be made on the 31st of May when it opens, because there's going to be a rush of all the businesses basically making an opportunity of getting this grant. Also, if your business has a turnover over 500 grand and has been in operation for more than 3 years, as Anastasha mentioned, we design and build studios such as this one, and if it's the case for you, you might be interested in having a studio design for your business. So if you have a spare office or a home office, we can provide services up to $50,000 into purchasing specialized equipment and into training you on the equipment, as well as helping you to create your own content, so for any purpose for your business. So thank you very much for coming tonight. It's really, really appreciated. Now we're going to do a switcheroo, so I can go and end the live stream, and we will be having drinks and nibbles together here, the people that have joined us. So join us if you're online right now and you wonder how to come to these events that looks really fun. You can pitch your idea, your service, your products for 3 minutes, and then mingle with all these interesting people. Every month we have different businesses and entrepreneurs joining us. Please follow us on our socials at Freedom Potential and at Freedom Potential Center, and the next one is on Wednesday, the 23rd of June. So join us, and thank you very much. I will leave the last words to my lovely wife.
Thank you. Thank you. So yes, this is the end of our official part. And what happens after we switch off the live stream, no one knows. You get a chance to get the video of this for extra $100 if you would like a video of your pitch. You did, if you feel you've done amazing, and you can repurpose it for your social media, for your websites. You can get it from Martin for $100. So that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for coming, and please come again. And bye, live stream.